Hey, welcome back to the Drum Rundown. We are here at Marathon Music Works with Nick Folio of Bad Omens. What's going on, dude?
What's up, man?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good hanging.
Thanks for coming out.
Sold out tonight.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. How's tour been going so far?
Pretty epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Yeah.
You guys are crushing.
Great shows.
Yeah, great shows. This is a great room. Very excited to see you in here. Full of bodies. It always sounds better. And you're going to be playing this awesome Mapex kit in a new finish that I didn't expect to see. Talk to me about this kit, man.
It's actually two different woods.
All right. What do we got going wood-wise?
We got birch kick.
Okay.
And then the toms are maple.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a Saturn Evolution.
What got you into the idea of mixing woods?
That was Matt, our sound guy in front of house. We just wanted to try something different.
Yeah.
And they actually sent us two kits. They sent us a kit of birch and then a kit of maple. And we kind of sat there and messed around with different woods for different things and went with that.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're literally just cherry picking. Well, none of them are cherry, but you're cherry picking different sounds for what you need out of the kick and what you need out of the toms.
Yeah.
Very
and
cool.
they sound good. They're great.
Sounds really great up here. Run me around the sizes. What do you got?
So we'll start off with the 12 by 9. And then I got a 16 by 16, I believe. 18 by 16, but this is a gong drum.
Yeah.
So
you were saying before when we were setting it up, it's actually a bass drum.
It's a bass drum basically.
Yeah.
There's no hoop on the bottom, and we got a Kelly shoe in here.
Which is incredible. Like,
sounds
what a cool
killer
thing.
Yeah,
just to catch all of that. Oh, I'm really glad that's between my legs. That was awesome. It's just, I mean, it sounds like a gong, and it's super effective, and I love that you are just capturing the complete crush of it with the Kelly shoe.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And out of front of house, it's huge.
Yeah.
It sounds like a fucking
monster.
bass drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is the finish? We were talking about the finish.
Space gray.
Space gray.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a gunmetal space gray.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
call
it's
it
a
a
matte
MacBook Pro. Yeah.
The MacBook Pro. I love it. Cool. Toms are sounding awesome. I see we got Evans up. Talk to me about these heads.
All right. We got EC2s for the 12 and 16. And then we got a hydraulic for the big gong drum. Sounds great.
What led you to get the hydraulic on the gong?
Just it's a little tougher, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we tune this low, and it's having that angle. Sometimes I beat the hell out of it up,
Yeah.
So.
What's interesting is like you left the kick rim on there, so you got to kind of dig down in there.
Yeah.
And dig deep.
But I haven't hit any of the rim at all.
It looks clean.
Very happy with it.
Awesome. And I see that we have a little mixture of some moon gels, but like my ride or die and one of my new favorite things. Talk to me about these snare weights.
Snare weights, they're awesome. There's so many different sizes, especially the one for your snare drum, the big.
Yeah, and I haven't seen that one like out in the wild yet. So that's kind of just adding an additional amount of weight. That's kind of like a replacement for, I guess, what you would see like dudes throwing a wallet on their snare or like.
What's cool about the flaps too is when you hit it, it comes up and it lets it breathe, and then it'll come back down and let it dampen.
And the cool thing about these, right, is like you can kind of change all the configurations. You can fold them. There's magnets. You can flip them up. And
we actually we took all the magnets out of the little guys here.
All right.
Because we found out like during the show, my shit would be like this or folded up, and we were like, nope, let's just rip them off.
I tried to tape mine for my last show because it kept flopping up, and tape doesn't stop magnets. I didn't even think to take the tape off. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
We're learning here together.
Just rip them out.
Rip the magnet off, dude, because it does it. It has a tendency to flop up and then stay up.
Yep.
So in terms of the snare head, a dry guy.
ST dry.
All right.
Love it. We've been using this thing for years. I don't know if you noticed on my side snare, we have a hybrid.
Okay. Yep.
And it's awesome. We got it tuned super low. So it's really cool.
All right, so your accent snare is like way low and beefy.
Yep.
And it's usually the other way. Usually guys have like a side piccolo, and it's just like, dime to the sky.
I would put like a 10-inch snare right here. I think that'd be so sick.
Hey, I see an open slot over there, man. Yeah. Because there's not enough China cymbals up. So let's get into cymbals, man. Because this is the most impressive like setup of brass I've seen in a long time. Zildjians all over the place. And all over different kinds of series. You want to start left to right and go around the horn?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We got Oriental Trash Splash, 11-inch. Love the Oriental series. I got 15-inch Master Sound hi-hats, and then this guy is a stack, so I have on the bottom a 10-inch Oriental China, and then a 10-inch EFX Splash. Sounds great.
Let's talk about that for a second. Yeah, go ahead and hit it.
It's really cool. I don't know if you know Devin Taylor, Sticks Taylor.
Okay.
I saw him playing this, and I was like, dang, I got to figure out what that is.
So is that a configuration that he came up with? Or
yes.
Is that something? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and I went, dang, I got to.
Because that is a really slick combo.
It is.
Man.
It's really cool. It used to be annoying, but I think we dialed it in. I haven't had it fold in a while, so it used to fold in on me.
Okay.
But now it hasn't folded in.
So what was the China
shows.
Folding back up
this,
the wrong way?
This was going like that.
Oh, okay.
And I'd have to like pop it.
The EFX was going down.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but it's cool now. We got a 20-inch A projection crash.
Dude, workhorse.
Cuts great.
Yeah, man.
Especially through all the heavy guitars. Yep. 12-inch Oriental China, 23-inch A Sweet Ride, 21-inch Anniversary Ride, A Custom, 14-inch K Custom Dark hi-hats, and then my favorite China ever, the Ultra Hammered China.
Yeah.
I believe that's in 19. Beautiful. And then the 20-inch EFX. And then one of my favorite things to hit is the Blast Bell. I love this thing. It's super cool, and we're bringing it back.
It's the thing. I know, we were talking earlier. I said many of the episodes of 2023 have been to bring Chinas back, and we've done it. Look what we did. There's like 8 Chinas up here, so mission complete. 2024, Zill Bell.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep.
Let's bring back the Bell Ride jams.
That's right, yeah.
So you've been using that as your accent piece to kind of cut through the mix and kind of do some explosives. What got you into like the Bell in the first place? Like what got you there?
So I didn't really like the other bells. You know, growing up, I hated some of the bells on the market. They would just ring too long. But this thing, it doesn't annoy you. It's perfect. You know, it's
very zen, dude.
Yeah, it's sick. Honestly.
I'm trying not to break your incense.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. We got incense up here too.
We're gonna talk about what we got. Palo Santo. What are we doing? What's
we got
your flavor?
Nag Champa.
Nag Champa. That's
my favorite.
Yeah, dude.
It's the only flavor.
It's the only one. That's my go-to as well. So yeah, this thing is just in and out, which I like. It doesn't have a long sustain, so it's not kind of getting in the way of the next thing.
And you can do so much with it. You know.
Yeah.
Do a blast on it.
Blast
for a breakdown. Ding. You know.
Yeah. Because you got to let them know when the pit's going to open up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Danger.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, this is a very impressive setup with cymbals, and they're kind of all over the place, sizes-wise, textures. A lot of them do, multiple things at once. They ride and they crash really well. What kind of process do you go through to get to all of these? Like, do you audition a bunch and see what goes together, or do you just pick an individual cymbal for what it does?
So, earlier, I would use a 21 A Sweet Ride, and Matt he plays drums as well, front of house tour manager, and he brought up the 23, and I was like, yeah, let's try it out. Okay. And we ended up liking that more. There's just more body to it.
Yeah.
The bell's great. I like bigger cymbals.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have anything that's under a 19-inch, but for the most part, I've had the same setup for a minute, and certain venues will switch out. Like I have a K crash ride, 21-inch K crash ride I love, but some venues it's cymbal bleed in the vocal mic. So the bigger venues I like to throw that on, or the K Sweet Ride. That's another good cymbal to crash on as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when I got signed is when I was like, okay, it's time to add like the effect stuff, because I didn't have all that before. But I really wanted to like have fun with it, and like if it's up here, I'm gonna use it. If it's not, I'll just won't even make them set it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, and you're using all of it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're all over the place. I was going to ask you, you're kind of doing the up and down. You're utilizing a lot of the real estate in a great way. I mean, there's a lot happening in a very tight footprint here. How did you decide to kind of get everything where it's sitting?
Just messing around at home, really. This is cool. I like the tree. This is all on the hi-hat.
Yeah.
It's all one thing, 2 clamps. Just easy. It's an easy setup. It's comfortable. Doesn't get in the way of the mics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're basically just trying to find a slot where something fits and you can get to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was going to ask you, because, you know, in terms of like how you are in this band, I know you're writing a lot more than you used to. You used to get a lot of programming from the guys, and then you'd have to kind of figure out how to get the programming done. So how do you approach kind of taking some of the programming and stuff that you're getting and getting it onto the kit?
Well, for one, I don't have 3 legs.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll go home and just, I don't know if you listen to Nowhere to Go, but there's a really cool, like, I was just at home sitting and I had that in my head and I'm like, all right, I'm going to throw that in there. But as far as like, you know, I don't really sit down and like MIDI out drums. Like I just kind of come up with it in my head and take it to the studio and see if the guys like it. And I mean, they'll put their 2 cents in as well, but they let me have some creative freedom, which is cool, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I've got all the splashes and stuff. You know what I mean? It's so cool to have effect cymbals in it, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, whenever they send me a song, like I sit with it for weeks or months, just try to make it me, you know. I'm not a computer, so.
Yeah. So you're actually almost deconstructing the programming and doing what you would do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I want it to breathe, you know. I don't want it has to fit the song, you know what I mean? Even if it is simple and easy.
Yeah.
But there are some stuff that's hard, you know. That
for sure.
That I gotta, you know. Yeah.
Cool. Let's talk about that snare.
This one?
Yeah.
This is kind of a new snare for me. I got it after the last tour in May. I originally wanted a 14x8, but I couldn't find it. It's a Ludwig Keystone.
Okay.
So it's maple oak. But 14 6.5 sounds great. I love it. And we use different snares almost every other night. We'll switch out a few, kind of have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just chasing tones in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I got a 14x8 nickel over brass, I believe. Copper snare, which is 6.5 copper snare, which is cool. Yeah. Copper is really cool. I got something really cool coming in a few months. It's gonna be I'm not gonna say who, but it's a friend of mine.
All right.
He makes snare drums, and he's willing to make me a 14x7 copper.
All right.
Fucking 3 mil.
Dude.
It's gonna die cast hoops.
Yes.
It's gonna be sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
You have to hit me up so we can get the exclusive on that.
Oh, I will.
Right.
I will.
And the side snare, I don't know if we talked about the construction of, or exactly what it is.
It's brass.
Okay.
It's a brass shell. 14 6.5, tuned really low, hybrid head, really damp. Yeah, nothing too crazy about that. Just tuned really low, like almost finger tight.
Yeah. All right. Just enough to like make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it really
talk at all.
Like it's cool to like have that, because we have a lot of electronic stuff in our songs as well. So when we were playing one of our songs, "What Do You Want From Me," I would do the beat on this because it sounded more electric-y.
Okay.
And then once that chorus opened up, moved to the main snare and the breakdown when it really hits you.
Yeah.
So it's cool to have that like, oh shit moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because when you hit this, it's extremely loud. Yeah, I love having 2 snares. That's kind of a newer thing as well. Last year I started doing that. Aaron from Under Oath did it, and I got to watch him every night, and that was super cool. And I'm like, I gotta add that. Yeah, I got a little jealous.
I know, right? I'm just thinking, how many more Chinas can I get?
I might be able to get
jealous of your China. Yeah,
2 more up here,
or maybe a couple gongs. You know. So in terms of the electronic stuff, which you were just talking about, a lot of it happens over here on the little brain to the left. Let's talk about what you got on the Alesis.
Dude, so much, man. Almost every song I use it. It's really cool. I'm glad we were able to do that.
I see you scrolling through scenes, so you got just like, for every song there's a different...
Almost every song, yeah.
All right.
It's fun. It was a little overwhelming at first because I never messed with one before.
Yeah.
And then Noah, our singer, he programmed it and did all the things. He doesn't play drums, but he did a great job. And then he sent it to my house, and I had like 2 weeks to mess around with it before a tour started. So it was a little
crash course.
Yeah, it was a crash course. But now I'm like, sweet. I'd rather do that than just sit here like this when it's like no drums. You know what I mean?
So you just got like one shots, different sound effects, different. Are you triggering anything over there, or is it just
no? But we did have an idea to put one of them rolling, because you can plug in the back a rolling pad. It'd be cool to have like an actual like snare, like electric snare pad.
Okay.
Just like a V. Is it a V drum?
Yeah, the V drum.
V drum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have it. We just haven't. We haven't had time to mess around with that. So maybe in the future.
Yeah. Got this sold out tour, and then probably another sold out tour.
Maybe.
Yeah. Right.
We'll see.
And then we were talking earlier about microphones. Just at least tell the folks back home what we got in the kick drum. At least we'll start there.
I know for sure we have a 91.
Okay.
Sure 91 and Beta 52.
We're looking into Techland over here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. He switches the mics out.
Yeah.
He has a few different ones.
Cool.
But Audix.
We'll put them in the comments.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the description box, and we'll talk about the Kelly shoe and all the mics up here. I'll make sure I get really good pictures and list it all in the description box, because people get very, very sassy. They want to know. They want to know.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that I forgot, Resonant Heads. What do you got on the bottom of the tops?
They're EC2s on the bottom.
Okay, we're doing the same.
Yeah, there's nothing on the 18 though. That's completely open. EMAD, can't go wrong with the EMAD.
Foam in or foam out?
The thick foam.
Cool.
Yep. Little pillow or blanket inside. Nothing too crazy.
And you're doing a beater with plastic side out.
Yeah. Yeah. I had the Tama beaters for a while, the wooden ones.
Yeah.
But we switched back to these because you get more.
That punch.
Yeah, more punch. I like them.
Yeah. And you're rocking DW 9000.
Yeah, I love. If I couldn't play these, I would throw a fit. Like DW hardware is so sick.
The 9000s are just. I mean, it's great.
Yeah. The chain is great. I don't know if you could see the bar I got down there.
Yeah, what is that?
That's a trick. That's a trick bar.
Okay. Tell me, what's that?
It's just super sick. It's smoother.
All right.
More heavy duty. Got the double lock, so you can lock it in on both points.
It looks like aluminum from here. Is that true, or am I making that up?
I think it's aluminum.
Yeah.
It's great.
Very cool.
It's sick.
Awesome. And are you doing anything special with the settings, or are you just an out-of-the-box guy? Are you dialing them in any certain way?
like them pretty tight.
Okay.
I like to work for it a little bit almost. I don't like them crazy, not easy.
Yeah, you want to push against it a little bit.
Yeah, I want to feel.
Yeah.
I want to feel it,
Yeah. All right. Cool. And the rest of the hardware is all DW as well?
For the most part, I got 2 Tama clamps here, and that's it. Everything else is DW. My throne is the Tama first chair.
Okay.
Sick. You can just see ya.
Oh, look at him go.
I really like it. Super comfortable. I've actually had 2 in the last 10 years. So
all right.
This is the second one I bought, and I really like it.
Cool. And I gotta talk about the speed clamps. Those things are the jam.
They're cool.
I just got into those, and man,
the footprint's small.
They're lifesavers. Yeah, they're super slick. You can put anything anywhere. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I do too.
Very, very cool. And you're not on a butt thumper.
No, I'm not. But
how are you taking your monitors?
So I use 64 audio.
Yeah.
Just check them out if you haven't. They're great.
Pull these up. Pull these open and show the fine folks back home what we got.
Yeah, they're great. They're 12s.
Okay.
And a lot of people are like, oh, you 15, 17. Dude, nah. Most people that try the other ones that have more, they end up going back to the 12. They're great.
And what characteristics in the 12s are you loving?
The low end.
Okay.
The low end, the kick, when I hit the 2 toms here, it's just fucking, in your face.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. The bass.
Okay.
The crispness of the cymbals, they're just great. And the fitting is great. I've had some ears where I'm rocking out, and I move my mouth a little bit when I play, and it ends up popping out, but I haven't had any issues with these. And I'm trying these new filters here where they let in just a little bit more of stage noise, which I like a little bit of, sometimes I'll even pop it out and, rock out.
So that filter's letting a little bit of the atmosphere in.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Awesome.
I think they just put them out on the market not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I've been trying them for a minute. Love them.
And what's your stage volume up here wise? Are you getting
For my mix?
Yeah, no, just like the band in general. Are you able to catch some side fill or some stuff if you do pull your monitor out?
In a perfect world, I would love to have like fucking sub back here. Just put the kick and snare back there. That would be cool. Whenever I do a festival, they normally will have one, and I'll be like, yeah. Please. I do want to try the that seat, that Porter and Davies.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd want to try it though because they're pretty pricey.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they're like kind of hard to get. You can't just go like get one, which is a bummer.
No, you gotta like hit them up.
I've sat on one quite a few times.
Are they cool?
Yeah, dude, they're super rad.
They cool?
Yeah, there's a bunch of episodes we've done over the year, and they're pretty fucking sick.
Dang, I'll definitely have to try.
Because it's exactly what you're talking about. It's like sitting on
the sub. Yeah,
it's just
and you miss that when you don't have, you're just on ears. You kind of miss all of that, and I like that.
Yeah,
I like to feel it too.
Yeah, everybody that has one is just like, it's the best thing that they've ever done. So
maybe I'll have it next time you see me.
Send an email, dude. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And you're pulling all of this sound out with some signature Vic Firth sticks.
Yep.
Talk to me about
the best sticks in the market. Vic Firth Extreme 5Bs. A little longer than your normal 5B. Might be even a little thicker. I've been using these for like 5-6 years. I love them. Originally used the 5Bs. Tried the rocks. The rocks destroy your heads, especially if you hit hard. But yeah, these are perfect. I love them.
And we were talking about, I'm on a stick journey, and I got back to extremes. You went with a little bit of a longer length. Talk to me about what that's doing for you.
Oh, I can just, has so much more, not so much more, a little more reach, so you don't have to, get up there, more relaxed.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think it throws the weight forward a little bit more on the stick,
yeah.
too. And
rim shots are crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blast bell grooves.
I don't break as many as the 5 as these as I would the 5B. I feel like.
Okay.
I would destroy the 5Bs. These, they don't get too destroyed.
Yeah.
They just get chewed up, and then one weighs less than the other, and I'm like, okay, see ya.
Yeah. You're no longer perfect for me.
Yep.
Gone.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time and showing us around this awesome Mapex kit. Have a great sold-out show tonight.
Thank you.
Next time you're here, hit me up so we can go fishing. We've got 2 lakes, and I've got a boat.
Let's get on the boat, man.
Let's get some trout.
Let's
get it done.
Let's go.
Thanks for sitting with us today and talking with us about this awesome drum rundown. We've been here with Nick Folio of Bad Omens, and we will see you all on the next one.
Peace.